Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Klopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is Nifty Nika. I think this is your third lesson that you've done with us? The second lesson you've done with us. The third one?
Yes, the third one. We did Deck the House and the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Yeah. She remembers them all very well. She's going to be learning this song right along with you for the very first time, and you've never heard this song before, right? Like, not even in real life. You don't even know the song. No.
And I don't know the tune.
Don't know the tune. Yeah, it's the tune from it's in a lot of like TV shows and movies and stuff. So once you learn the song, then you'll be watching the show, you'll be like, oh, I know that song. That's that one from that one lesson that I went to that one time. It's in Big Hero 6. It's in a movie called Rebound. It's in a movie called Turbo, the one with the snail that races really fast. Have you ever seen that one? It's like
didn't see that.
Oh, okay. Did you see Big Hero 6?
Mm-mm.
Oh, really? You got a lot of good movies to watch. Cool. This is the incomparable Kendra moderating the chat room.
Guess what? Okay, so I think I shared last week that I started driving lessons.
That's right.
But
You're
I
so
have
old.
but I have been driving now to school and stuff, and I drove here from home.
Wow.
So
how many cars
really
have you run
exciting.
into so far?
Ran into
Yeah.
0.
Good
job.
job.
I
That's
almost
the right
drove
number.
into a ditch, and I also almost ran into a trash can, but I didn't. So
I was not
it's
supposed
okay.
to laugh at either one of those.
No,
That's
you can
hilarious.
laugh all you want.
All
I
right.
laughed.
Almost crashed into a trash can.
I know. Then trash would have flown everywhere. It seems in my
That would've
imagination
been
like it would have been
awful.
hilarious, but it probably would have been
Then
awful.
It would be dirty.
Dirty in
yes.
the car, yes. And we have a weekly activity this week.
This week is the songwriting dice, and this one is kind of tricky, probably mostly for the older students who have done the workshop at learnpianolive.com/songwriting. But all you have to do for the 150 bonus points is cut out the dice and put them together, and tag Learn Piano Live when you post the picture on Facebook or Instagram.
That's interesting, because I thought that was last week's weekly activity. But I'll check it out. Whatever it is, it's in the hey. I know, Kloppa wants to move along. So you need to go in the other room, practice your song. You all need to have your PDF open. See you later. Bye. We're gonna start this song out on a D. To find a D, you gotta find a group of 2 black notes. So this does not count. That's a group of 3. That does not count. That's a group of 3. But right here, we got this little cluster of 2, and it's the note right in the middle of those, the white note. So if you find that note, then you can tell all the yellow ones on here, those are all Ds. So there's a lot of Ds in here, and there's even more Fs. So let's climb up to the F. We're gonna start here on a D, go 1 note over, and then 1 note over, and those are the first 3 notes of It's the I. It's the I. Then we play a bunch of those Fs of the tie, and then you're just gonna go straight back down the same way that you got up. So we go back down, and even 1 more than that, and that would land us on this C right here. And that's the entire first line, and pretty much the whole rest of the song too. So you've got It's the I of the tiger, it's the thrill. It's going to be the same exact note. It's a C, and then we're just going to go 1 note up, and then 1 note up, and then back down to the D. So it's you gotta memorize like where you're going up and where you're going down and stuff, because it kind of curves around a lot in there. But it's just pretty much those 4 notes. Then you can do the exact same thing again, rising up to the challenge of our. Rising up to the challenge of our is pretty much the same exact thing as It's the Eye of the Tiger, it's the. So once you can do the first line, you can pretty much do the second line. Rising up to the challenge of our. And we're gonna have to skip on the third line. We're gonna skip up to an E right here. The E is the second note that you played in the song. So we just go from that note, skip over that D, we land right on an E, and then to the beginning note that we started on. Do it all one more time and you're pretty much there. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And here's the only place where it gets a little bit funky. It starts out the exact same way as it did before. It goes D, E, F, but instead of a bunch of Fs in a row right here like we would expect, we're gonna go do the exact same thing, those 3 notes, but we're gonna be 1 note over. So we're gonna use these 3 notes. So we're gonna play these 3, shift over, and play the exact same pattern, and then shift over and play the exact same pattern again. And if you want to, on level 2, you don't have to do this, but on level 2, we're gonna not play the G right there, and we're just gonna go straight from F to A the way it's written, with the I. But if it's easier for you, you can totally play with the I, play the as a G instead. So, and he's watching us all with the I. And then the very end is going to be D's and C's right there. Last line of the tiger. And if you want to, you can just play tiger. You don't have to play both of those C's right there. So of the tiger. Or again, if you want to do the level 2 stuff, of the tiger. There's actually 2 C's in there. I think we should go ahead and play this with the track. It would sound something like this. And a 2, and a 1, 2, go. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill. I know it's kind of fast, right? Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And they do it again. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye. The last notes of the tiger. That is all of the notes. Like I said, it's really fast, so if you just get... All right, Clopple, this will be our last time through. But if you just get the first little chunk and then you miss a bunch of notes, that's fine. That little chunk's going to come back. So if you know those first 3 notes, it's the I. It's also rising up. It's also and the last. And it's also, and he's watched. So that one section comes back 4 times. So if you get lost, it's all good. Just try to jump back in on the next one. If you miss that one, no problem. Try to jump in on the next one. If you miss all of them and you're just trying, cool. You're trying. And that means you're getting closer to getting them all down. So just do your best. We'll start on that D right there. Get all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the rest. And a 2, and a 1, 2, go. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of... Here comes again. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. Again right here. And the last lone survivor stalks his prey in the... Again right here. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. And since it's the end of level 1, that means it's time for our feature of the day. Which today is going to be a game called Which Rhythm? There are 4 possible rhythms here, and I'm going to play one of them, and I'm not going to tell you which one it is. You're going to guess at it. Here's the hint that you need. The notes that are not filled in, like this first one right here, that's called a half note. It's kind of longer, like this. These notes over here that are filled in are called quarter notes. They're kind of faster, like this. So if you hear something where it's got a long note and then a long note and then 4 short notes, that would be this one, something like this. That would be the first one. So we've got 4 options here. I'm going to play one of them. You're going to guess at home which one it is. And Kendra, you can play along here too if you'd like. This is just to help us keep track of what the rhythms are. This is called a metronome. And I'm going to play one of them. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, here I go. Of all the options that we had there, which one did that look like? Did that look like number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? I'll play it one more time. Here we go. What do you think? Was that number 1, 2, 3, or 4? Kendra?
2?
It was number 2.
Yay.
Very nice job. Cool. Let me play it one more time. It should be a short one, short one, short one, short one, long, long. Listen one more time. Here's how it goes. And... So those hollow ones, those half notes are kind of longer. Let's do one more of these before we move on to level 2, because I know Clopple's getting eager to move on. Here we go again. That was 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. I'll play it one more time for you. Guessing at home, trying to beat Kendra if you can. 1, 2, here we go. What do you think, Kendra? Was that 1, 2, 3, or 4?
4?
That was indeed 4.
Yay.
Nice job. We had a long one and then a couple of short ones, a couple more short ones, and then a long one. One more time. That would sound something like this. 1, 2, here we go. Long one, short, 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 and a long one. There we go. And that was Which Rhythm Is It? Which means it's time for us to level up.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version or visit learnpianolive.com/level2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out, and if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.